Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to ask, what do we gain by giving up? Giving up is one of the easiest routes that we can take. Following your passion is of course a harder route, and that takes more energy, more focus, more intention in order to get to where you want to be. And once we have begun this journey, it's new to us. We're not sure how to approach it, and when the first obstacle comes, we're hesitant, and sometimes that is the moment where a lot of people start giving up on their passion because they don't know how to face these obstacles without becoming intimidated by them or fearful of them. And this is where most people give up, and that's why they say if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And that's the truth. Many successful people are where they are because of how resilient they've built themselves to become. When we give up, it's so easy. We don't have to do anything anymore. We don't have to face that obstacle. We don't have to work on ourselves. We don't have to face facts and truths about ourselves. This can be very uncomfortable for some people, and if you don't have the right skills instilled within inside of you, then it's going to be hard to overcome these challenges. And that is why, again, people tend to give up on themselves and not really follow through with anything because of how much discomfort there is in growth. But let me ask, what do you gain by giving up? When you give up on yourself, where does that leave you? Does that leave you in the same comfortable place, but in the back of your mind, you're always going to have that voice eating at you, telling you that you need to change, you want to change, because there's certain things that you want to achieve within yourself. There's certain things that you're going to want to overcome. And if you're holding yourself back or standing in your own way, then you're never going to see those accomplishments. You're never going to see those better days. If you are tired of living the life that you're living, then you have to put in the work in order to get yourself there, because nobody's going to do it for you and nobody's going to come and save you. You have to want it bad. You have to want to wake up every day wondering how you can become better and work towards the person that you want to become. When you give up, you will never see any of that. You'll never see the financial freedom that you may be wanting. You'll never see that lifestyle that you may want to live. You may never touch that money that you want to touch because you're afraid and you're fearful, and you're not doing the necessary steps that it's going to take in order to achieve those goals. They're goals. They're not going to happen in a day. Some goals, yes, you can achieve in a day, but long-term beneficial goals in order to change your life and change your future is going to take time. But that time is going to pass regardless. So you need to start focusing on how you're going to live your day-to-day life. Are you going to live in the same routine with no change and living the same life for the next 5-10 years? Or are you going to start doing things that are going to make you uncomfortable but are necessary for your growth in order to see that dream become reality? And it's within all of us. Every single one of us walking on this planet has what it takes to get them to become that person that they want to become. Because every one of us has a desire. We have a desire. We have a dream. We have everything that we need inside of us, and there's nothing external that is going to validate us. And that is why it's important not to look externally for what it is that you want, because only you know what you want and what's best for yourself. So as always, work on your inner self, work on the healing, work on developing those skills that you're going to need to work past these challenges. Everybody has faced day-to-day challenges. There's an opportunity for every one of us, and it's just, you have to have that mental fortitude to be able to break past everything that's sent against you. and to keep going and keep chipping away, because it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to have that instant gratification that a lot of us are expecting, especially in this generation. We see people coming up quickly, but what did it take for them to come up? A lot of people are achieving this success and this financial freedom in exchange for their morals and your beliefs in order to just have this lavish lifestyle. Or are you going to do the right way, even though it takes time, and building it correctly so that it lasts you long and you still have your morals intact? So you have to ask yourself, in the long run, what do you think is going to be more beneficial to you? Fast money, fast come up. But what are you giving up in order to obtain that? You still protect your image and your reputation. That all matters, especially when you think of long term. If you're thinking in the moment, that is not good. And yes, it's important to be present in the moment, but being mindful about the decisions that you make, and ask yourself, how is this going to affect me long term? Yes, it's right in front of me now. Yes, it seems quick. Yes, it seems easy, but easy is not always the best route. And a lot of people will tell you that. The hard route is the best route. It's the most rewarding route because you get so much from it. You gain so much. You gain knowledge, you gain experience, you gain skills. You gain all that is needed in order for it to last you the rest of your life and possibly for generations coming. When you learn what you need to learn for, let's say, having kids, you can then pass that knowledge down onto your kids, and that then builds generational wealth. You can, if you're in the right mindset, you can teach your daughter or your son to become the best wife, the best partner, the best husband that they can be, or the best father, the best person, the best being of themselves. You can teach them self-love. And this is why I think if a lot of people healed before having children, we would be in a completely different world. And I'm not talking about society, but as far as how we are to each other and how we act, because we are so divided. And it's just frustrating because we're already so divided, and you go on these apps, you go on these social media, and you see all of these podcasts, and now it's basically men versus women, men talking about women and women talking about men, and just putting the blame on each other. But in reality, I feel like it's getting really dark, so I'm gonna move you over here. But in reality, it's both sides. Neither side is perfect, and we need to stop blaming each other and bashing each other and putting each other down, and start coming together and start correcting behaviors on both ends, and start becoming unity, start becoming one and together, because that is really the only way that the world is gonna get better. And I feel like, of course, I don't know, it's just simple facts. You know, the world is the way that it is because we are so divided, we're so against each other. But if we just took the time to consciously make that change within ourselves to become better, then we then inflict it onto other people, who then inspires them to become better. And then it's a domino effect from there. But maybe that's just wishful thinking. But if you yourself can become the best version of yourself to become a better being to others, then do that, and don't care what's going on around you, whether the next person is doing it or not. If it's something that you want to do, you do it for yourself, because it's going to benefit you and you're going to live a happy life. They're going to be inspired by you, and you're going to encourage them to want to do the same, and hopefully from time on from there things will change. But as of right now, if you're stuck, if you're unsure of what needs to be done, you need to start looking on the inside and figuring it out, what you need to learn. What do you need to do? Do you need to start making yourself uncomfortable and intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations in order to grow? Because that's what I do. That is the best way that I grow. If I see that there's something that I need to do within myself and it's uncomfortable, but I know it's necessary, I'll do it. I won't think myself out of it. I put my blockers on and just handle it. and I overcome it and I see what I'm capable of, and it encourages me to keep going. And that is just why I share what I share with you guys, to hopefully help those in need who are struggling with the way I was struggling almost a year and a half ago. And so much can change in a year and a half. I never documented the beginning of my journey, but just seeing where I am today ever since I started my YouTube channel, it's amazing. I always just question myself, what else can I do? Because it feels like everything I put my mind to, I accomplish, and it brings me so much confidence and so much joy and fulfillment that I'm just always like, what's next? What's next? Because I'm there. I want better. So I become better, and I actively do things to become better. And that's just a choice that you have to make every day that you wake up. But that's where you'll find happiness. That's where everything comes together for you and things start happening for you. It's because of your outlook on life and how your intentions become each and every day. So I just want you to ask yourself, what do you gain by giving up every time you feel that you're mentally in that position that you want to give up? Ask yourself, where do you gain? Where is this going to get you? Is it going to get you anywhere? Or is it just going to keep you in that same comfortable position that you want to get away from? And just know that you don't gain anything by giving up. You have to keep going no matter how uncomfortable it is. You can overcome it, and you just have to believe that within yourself and watch the magic happen once you start to follow through with all the promises that you make to yourself. Like today, actually, like yesterday, I said I want to start running or walking or just being more active, because my job, I just sit all day. I don't exercise much. And as I'm getting older, I need to keep my mobility up. I need to do more like stretching and being active. And I don't do any of that. I mean, I do stretch, but how consistent is that? It's pretty consistent, but it could be more consistent. So today, I went for a walk/run. I would like run a little bit, walk a little bit, and I followed through. I said for just 35 minutes every Sunday, I'm gonna go out and walk, and I'm just gonna start there, and we'll start, let's say, for a month and see where it goes after that. That is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys, I'll see you later. Mwah.